Okay, well, let's call this damage recovery part 2 for the brass bonnet that goes into the steam supply for the cylinders and the front flue sheet. So as you can see, I reversed the part in the 3-jaw chuck. I started out the same way as I described in the last video, where I used the reamer in the drill chuck and the tailstock just to get it set initially. Then I used some spacers here to set the distance on both sides from the back of the chuck to this freshly machined corrected surface on the front of the bonnet. And also I had marked the 3/8 of an inch thickness. You can see the black magic marker, and I scratched it in with some calipers. So I set it up and tightened it and made sure the alignment was as good as I could possibly get it, and I started to clean off the back, and as you can see here, I've cleaned off the back very nicely. Excuse me. Got it right down to exactly 3/8 of an inch thick. So I'm going to stop tonight. It's late again. I'll come back. The next thing I need to do to this is, and part of the reason I didn't worry about making this absolutely perfect, it's very nice, but it's not absolutely perfect. I need to bore out a space, kind of a gas space that's about 3/16 of an inch deep and 5/8 of an inch in diameter. So I'll have to open this up with a drill, not very deep obviously, and then a boring tool to open that up, and I'll clean it up a little bit and remove it and clean it up some more, and I think we'll be in good shape. So there's tonight's update, damage recovery, parts 1 and part 2. Like I said, the big lesson learned is I'm glad I left that extra material. Been thinking about other ways I could have done this, and possibly the thickness of this piece is 1 1/8 inches. I could have started out with a piece that's maybe like 1 1/4 inches or something like that, and then soft soldered a 1/4 inch piece of brass to the bottom of it, and then done the machining operations, turning the outside, drilling, and then just used the heat to melt the soft solder, and then I would have had the two pieces. So that's another alternative for something like this. I had thought about it, but didn't realize I was going to have this much of an issue with parting off. So interesting little project, interesting lessons learned, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks, I'll keep you posted.